Well, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. We've got R.J. Barrett, and it's the bodyguard in at the center position. Outside Maxey, clock at 6. From the wing, and it's Lee with the rebound. Pass to Andrews. Here's Barrett. Maxey covering. Here's Lee. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George outside. Now Walker. He's guarded by Barnes. Walker against Barnes. Here's G. Banked it in off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Andrews. Offline with a 3. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's G to the middle. Outside Barrett. Down low. And the bucket is good.
And the more you see Barrett, the more you realize he is comfortable now passing the basketball, as evidenced by that assist right there.
Now here's George. The steal. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Here's Andrews. Maxey covering. Here's Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's Barnes on the wing. He buries it from 3.
And you do have to take Barnes seriously enough from the arc. He trusts his shot from there more and more.
Now here's Walker. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. On target from range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Barrett. Lee on the wing. And he jams it home with authority.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And, Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. 76ers trail by 3. To the inside. Here's George. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Now, when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Pass to Barrett. Outside Barnes. Here's G. Now Maxey. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the 3s are easier for players to get.
Outside Barrett. Here's Lee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my God. That was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
Yeah, the defense had no answer for that.
Now here's Walker from deep. And it's Lee with the rebound. Pulls it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Here's Walker. They double-team Walker. for three. Maxey sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Here's Andrews. Let's go with a three, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And here we can check out the story for R.J. Barrett. Here's G. His last outing, he had 24 points. Walker, a screen on Barrett, to the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. To the inside. Here's Lee, and there's Toronto with another bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I like how they played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he can ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
And it's good for two. And it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
George outside. Pass to Walker. Inside. Outside Barrett. Here's Andrews. Here's Lee. George defending. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 13.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Quick shot, big shot, breeze in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down on the law? Yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot, breeze in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see? Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down
to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Raptors on D. They lead by 11. Shot to stop the run.
And as the rookie edge guard gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
Timeout called by Marko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Raptors making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Middleton looking around. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Drummond. Middleton against Edwards. Pass to Barlow. Outside Grimes. Sends it home from three-point land.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. He chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Raptors lead by 6. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Barnes passes to the bodyguard. Here's Murray Boyles. Middleton outside. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
Outside Walker. Shot clock at 5. Walker draws the double. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. Buries it from 3. Andrews has got his second basket on the night.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Drummond passes to Edwards. Here comes Toronto on the push. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes. Toronto shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Andrews, 2 shots.
drops the first. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Edwards against Middleton. Pass to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to drop Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, pack him, it still has no effect on him.
Here's the bodyguard. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. The bodyguard's got 5.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Pass to Edwards. Drummond to screen on Middleton. Back to Grimes. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got his 5th rebound in this one. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Walker. Intercepted. From deep three-point land. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Toronto with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. Back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute.
Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Barlow in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Maxey. Over quickly. Outside Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Here's the pick. Tries again. Rebound Toronto.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves clear.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. The 3rd pick of the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wingback.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Free throw drops for Barrett. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
And when you look at what R.J. Barrett brings to the table as a wing, he's a very dependable scorer that can attack you at all 3 levels.
For 3, Maxey. And another miss by Philadelphia. Raptors lead by 20. Back to lead. Here's Murray Boyles for 3. Barrett nails it from 3. Barrett's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
For 3, Maxey. Again, Maxey missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Lee. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Philadelphia calls time here. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Fifth is Jakob Poeltl.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Maxey passes to G. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I love that decision from Maxey, playing very selflessly out there.
Maxey against Quickly. Poeltl with a screen on Oubre. Lee, the pass to Poeltl. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Poeltl's got his first 2 points of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And it's Maxey missing.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Murray Boyles can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. To the right side. G passes to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to break his ice. Rebound Toronto. Lee's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Raptors ball.
Quickly outside. Picked by Poeltl. Shot is up. Quickly finds Poeltl. Soft touch off the glass.
Assisted by
Poeltl's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Barlow. He's scoreless. Here's Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fires from the wing. Lee misses. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And there's the slam. To finish it off.
Tyrese Maxey's showing you he's got some serious hops to go with that deep shooting.
Poeltl with a screen on Maxey. Pass to Poeltl. G with a rebound. Now Philadelphia with it. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Down low. Now here's Poeltl. Defense is right there. 4 on the clock. Lee misses. The 76ers shooting around 44%. Not bad. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Pass to Oubre. This one for three. Here's G. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. He's just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Here's Barlow. Yet to see a basket. Here's G. The kick out to Maxey. Off target from outside.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Quickly, passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Pirtle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
Pass to G. Back to Maxey. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Toronto. Lee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pirtle with a screen on Oubre. Lee misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
He gets it in there. Barlow's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Let me hear you.
He's checked in for Barlow. Paul George comes in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. And here's Barnes. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Andrews. Barnes with a screen on Maxey. Here's Andrews. Connects from downtown. Andrews has got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Walker. Off target with a jump hook. Barnes passes to Lee. Here's the bodyguard. And the Raptors, another three.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Maxey surveys. Shot clock at 5. Looking to get it going. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's the bodyguard. 10 points for him. Here's Andrews. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Andrews has got 6 here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
No coverage that time. 17 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Walker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And they are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Pass to Lee. Shoots over George. Lee misses. The 76ers shooting just 37% so far in this one. Middleton up top. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. G's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And the jam by Walker.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Well, the Raptors shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. From 13, G with a rebound. G's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here is Maxey. George outside. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Walker for 3, and he's got 3 for 8 after that one.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Skinny passes to the bodyguard, and there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Raptors, number 9, taking 2 shots.
2.
First free throw is good. Perfect from the line this time.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Outside Maxey. Outside Walker. Lets it go from deep. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Middleton. Barnes passes to Skinny. Here's Lee. Kicks it out to Barnes. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers shooting at 30% here in the second. Right wing. Now here's Maxey. Tightly guarded. Deflected. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Toronto ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Andrews. There's the 3, and there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Toronto Raptors.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
Okay, switching gears. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings thus far.
Well, I think for the Raptors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Though we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Toronto shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. So for Toronto right now, they've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
George, good.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Lee. How about that?
Oh, out of my way.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Walker against Barnes. Here's Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. Now here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And Edgecombe the bucket on the assist by Maxey. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
You just have to get somebody out on Edgecombe. He's not a guy you want to leave open. Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
George outside. Pass to Walker. Back to George. Fires from deep. Rebound Toronto.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Walker with a steal. Here's Edgecombe. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pulls it from 20. That shot off. Some solid defense from Barrett. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 15.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
George outside. Outside Walker. Fires the 3. The Sixers again can't hit.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And there's the rejection. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And he dumps it down. And that's a double-double for him now.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Lee. Now Barrett. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true, like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, you can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
George feels it out a bit. And it's all from three-point range.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Andrews. And here is Barrett. Here's Lee. No good on the three.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Toronto foul. Andrews. First personal foul.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Walker. Here's Maxey from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The bodyguard's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now here's Barrett. Here's Andrews. 23 points in the game. Three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Maxey with it. To the wing, right side. Walker, screen on Barrett. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Walker passes to George. Second chance shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It's so difficult for a defender not to fall for that kind of fake by Paul George.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
That's good from George. And at his peak, Paul George averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. Tim, that number's seen a precipitous decline.
Well, in particular, the last few seasons, and I think with his injury concerns, BA, you understand him being less inclined to hunt contact.
And so he makes both from the line. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team.
Toronto
But
ball.
health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Outside Barrett. To the middle. Here's Barnes. It's good. Barnes has got 7.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Philadelphia moving it around. Outside Walker. Sinks it from distance. 10 points for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Andrews. 23 points in the game. Clock at 4. And he's going for the oop here. Outside Walker. Robbed. The ball's knocked loose. Walker with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Back to Walker.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Andrews. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. Maxey on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Here's Andrews. Lee controls the rebound and the putback.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Now here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Six to shoot. Going inside. Hook loose. Here comes Toronto on the push. Outside Barrett. Inside. Walker with a steal. Outside Maxey. Back to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Pass to Andrews. Launches a three. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. And here's George. To the inside. And there's the lob.
Paul George can do it all on the floor, including operate that pick and roll. Beautiful find.
The Raptors have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. A deep three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. G's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Maxey. Barnes against Walker. Fires the three. Fires in the triple. Walker's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Here's Lee. And here is Barrett. George defending. Pass to Lee. Over Edgecombe. Good on the 13-footer. Lee's got 26 points. And Walker's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Pass to Barrett. Clock at 6. Here's Andrews. Misses the three.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Maxey passes to G. To the paint. It's stolen. On the break. Here's Barrett. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Maxey with a screen on Barrett. The kick out to Maxey. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Barlow's checked in for Walker. Oubre comes in for George. And it's Grimes in for Tyrese Maxey. Quickly passes to Lee. Shoots off the step back, and he drops that one in. Lee's got 28.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Pass to G. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, right away in his career, it's been clear that Edgecombe has a physical presence that very few NBA rookies have.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what jumps out about VJ Edgecombe is his defensive abilities, because that's what can be difficult to teach. But he's already a very potent force on that side of the ball.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Lee. And he's got 28 now. Quickly outside. Pass to Middleton. Over Oubre. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Edgecombe. 7 points in the game. Here's G, covered by Pirtle. Here's G, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. G's got 14.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's Lee. He drops it from range.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Philadelphia's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Quickly. Pass to G. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Here's G. And he makes it. G's got 8 here in this quarter. And so it's Toronto, building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Andre Drummond is out there with Walker. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, that is some impressive body control right there on display by Maxey.
Quickly outside. Pass to Lee. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
From 7, and it's Walker getting it to go. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
It's going to be on Quentin Grimes.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Middleton. A huge part of the Milwaukee Bucks 2021 championship run. Chris Middleton.
Yeah, he averaged 24 points a game during those playoffs, B.A., and his injury the following year was a big reason the Bucks didn't repeat. Middleton, at his all-star peak, was something special.
And so he hits both. Grant, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
5 to shoot. Here's another one for the Sixers.
Hey, we've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to the bodyguard. Back to Quickly. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Quickly's got his first basket.
And certainly Quickly is not afraid to attack that painted area if he sees an opening.
Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. to the paint. Here's the bodyguard, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You're working the two-man game with Middleton. They trust him to make those good reads.
Pass to Drummond. Walker in the post. Now here's Grimes. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Barlow. Pass to Maxey. Outside Grimes. Walker, a screen on Middleton. Here's Grimes. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Skinny passes to Middleton. Here's Andrews. And he lobs it up.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Outside Grimes. Outside Walker. Here's Barlow. No good with the triple. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's the bodyguard. Knocks down the triple. The bodyguard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Outside Walker. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Pass to Grimes. And there's the screen. They still need this. Up again. It's good on the putback. And that's now 18 points for G.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Here's Andrews. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Up top, Walker. Got a hand on it. Here's Murray Boyle. And rejected. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Murray Boyle. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Philadelphia moving it around. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Andrews. Maxey covering. Skinny passes to Lee. And he's going for the lob. Now here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. To the middle. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
There's foul.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Paul George comes in for Barlow, and it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Middleton. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Here's Edgecombe. Kicks it to George. And with the new two-day format for the NBA draft, some executives complain, Greg, saying it helps out the disorganized teams.
Well, those teams could be in trouble regardless. With the push for parity, the league might not mind giving them some extra time to process during the draft.
There's a screen. The three from Barnes. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside Maxey. George outside. Here's Lee. Oh, my goodness! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
So it's Philadelphia now. Outside Walker. With the 7-footer. And the shot is good off the backboard. Walker's got 12 points here in the second half. For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Andrews. Here's Lee. Off target with the three. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. The kick out to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, poked away. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Andrews. Barnes passes to Skinny. Here's the bodyguard. Left side Barnes. Shot clock at 3. Count the basket.
But Barnes has massive talent, and he has worked hard to become a consistent three-level scorer.
Pass to the bodyguard. And there's the drive. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Barrett.
Look out below.
Oh, out of this world reverse jam. Nice. Now Barnes. Here's Andrews. No good from outside. Here's Maxey. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Pass to Andrews. Over Edgecombe. And he hits the jump shot. Andrews has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Here's Edgecombe. And that'll be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Now here's Maxey, guarded closely. Inside, G. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
There's a minute 40 left in the game. Pass to the bodyguard. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, If you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for lights out.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
George outside. To the inside. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes passes to Lee. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. As we leave, we present our player of the game.